Toyota just confirmed a mid-engine sports car is coming. But the real shock isn't that it exists. The shock is what it might not be. If you think this is just a modern MR2 reboot, you're about to be surprised. Because right now, the sports car market is changing faster than ever. People are switching to EVs, performance hybrids, and even fast SUVs. So when Toyota says, we're doing a mid-engine sports car, it's not just nostalgia, it's a statement. And this one could reshape what we expect from affordable performance. Let's be clear, mid-engine cars are not easy to build. They're expensive, complex, and risky. But they're also the best layout for pure driving feel. That's why supercars use mid-engine setups. Toyota is basically saying, we want a real driver's car again, not just another crossover or hybrid. That's why this matters. Now, the rumors are everywhere. Some say it will be a lightweight MR2 style car. Others say it will be a hybrid with a turbo engine. But here's the real question. Will Toyota make it feel like a true sports car, or will it become a modern, sports car-shaped SUV? First, let's talk about the MR2 legacy. The MR2 was famous for being small, light, and fun. It was not the fastest car, but it was the most enjoyable for the money. It was a car that made you feel like a driver. That's the emotional connection people want again. But the MR2 also had problems. It wasn't always stable at high speeds, and it had visibility issues. So Toyota learned from that. If they do this right, they'll keep the fun factor but fix the old problems. That means better stability, better visibility, and modern safety tech, without killing the driving feel. Now let's talk powertrain. This is where the real debate begins. Toyota has three options. 1. A naturally aspirated engine, like the old MR2. That would be pure, lightweight, and simple. But in 2026, that feels unlikely because emissions rules are getting stricter. 2. A turbocharged engine. That gives power and torque, but it adds weight and complexity. 3. A hybrid system. Toyota has already proven they can make powerful hybrids with the GR series. A hybrid mid-engine car could be extremely fast, but it risks becoming heavy and losing that pure sports car feeling. So the real danger is that Toyota could make something that looks like an MR2 but drives like a modern hybrid. That's not necessarily bad, but it's not what fans want. That's the problem no one is talking about. Let's talk design. A mid-engine Toyota has to look aggressive, but also clean and timeless. Japanese design is about simplicity and confidence. The best sports cars don't need flashy lines to be exciting. They just need the right proportions and the right stance. And here's the key. A mid-engine layout naturally improves balance and handling. That means sharper cornering and better responsiveness. But it also means less interior space. So Toyota has to decide what kind of buyer they want. Now, let's talk about price and market position. This is where the biggest risk lives. Toyota can't price this car too high, or it becomes a luxury product. But if it's too cheap, they might not be able to deliver the engineering quality required. If Toyota wants this to be a true successor to the MR2, it needs to be under $60,000 in the US. In Japan, it should stay below the 5 million yen range if possible. Otherwise, people will compare it to the Supra or even the Porsche Cayman. But here's the tricky part. The Supra is already a performance car with a strong fan base. If Toyota makes this mid-engine car too powerful, it might compete with the Supra and cannibalize its sales. Toyota has to position this car carefully. It needs to be unique, not just another Toyota sports car. Let's talk about real-world problems. A mid-engine car can be amazing on a track, but everyday driving can be a challenge. Visibility is limited, storage space is small, and the ride can be harsh. That's why many mid-engine cars are not practical for daily use. So Toyota has a choice. Build a pure driver's car with a hard suspension, or build a more comfortable sports car that can be driven every day. If they choose the second option, they risk losing the hardcore enthusiast audience. If they choose the first option, they risk losing the average buyer. This is the moment where Toyota's decision will determine whether this car becomes a cult classic or just another concept. Now let's compare it to the competition. In the US, you have the Corvette, Cayman, and even the Nissan Z. Those cars are proven and have strong communities. The Corvette is a benchmark for performance at a price. The Cayman is the perfect driver's car. The Z is a modern classic. Toyota's mid-engine car could stand out if it offers something unique. Toyota reliability, sharp handling, and a price that feels fair. If it delivers a driving experience that's both fun and dependable, it could become the hidden gem in the sports car world. In Japan, the market is different. Japanese buyers value driving feel and compact design. A lightweight mid-engine Toyota could become a cult classic quickly, especially if it's priced well and feels special on the road. But if Toyota makes it too heavy or too expensive, it will lose its identity. It will become a performance car that doesn't feel like a Toyota. And that would be the biggest mistake. So who should be excited about this car? If you're someone who loves driving and wants a true sports car that feels alive, this could be your dream car. If you're a fan of the MR2 and you want a modern version that still feels pure, this could be the closest thing you'll get. But if you want a practical car, a daily driver with comfort and convenience, this might not be the right choice. And if you're only interested in raw power, there are already many options available. The real appeal of this car is not speed. It's balance, precision, and the feeling of being connected to the road. That's what makes a true sports car. Here's the final verdict. Toyota's mid-engine sports car is real, and it could be amazing. But the hype is already building, and the danger is that expectations will outgrow reality. If Toyota keeps it lightweight, affordable, and focused on driving feel, it could become one of the most important sports cars of the next decade. But if it becomes too heavy or too expensive, it may end up being a beautiful idea that never truly connects with the audience. This is CarForge 360, where we break down cars the smart way. If this helped you, like the video, subscribe to CarForge 360, and tell me in the comments what car you want next.